Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Mayo C. Harlow Memorial Court here inside Haynes Gymnasium, the home of Greensboro College Athletics. My name is Chris Fennessy and I will be live tonight bringing you inside the action, hopefully, between the Greensboro College women's basketball team versus Methodist University. A little inside info coming into today's game. Greensboro College a perfect 4-0 on the season so far. 1-0, just opened conference play this past week against Meredith College. Came away with a 73-58 W on the road. Home opener tonight for the Pride after a quick start to the winner, I guess would be the best way to say it. On the road, 4 games on the road, including both of their 6 if you include both of their preseason games. But opened up the regular season, 77-50 win over Mid-Atlantic Christian in Elizabeth City. Then went over to North Carolina Wesleyan for an invitational tournament. Took down Randolph College 66-54, Wesley College 70-54, and opened up conference play with Meredith College on December 2nd. Took home 73-58 W for their 4th of the year, first in USA South Conference action. The visiting Methodist Monarchs coming in with a 1-5 record, 1-1 so far in USA South action. 2 games played for them so far. They opened up November 17th against Bridgewater on the road. Brought their first win. Came this past week on the 2nd against Mary Baldwin at home in Fayetteville. It was an 85-63 victory. This will be the 3rd game of the conference season for the Monarchs, coming off of a very tough loss, close game, well-played basketball game against Ferrum just on the 3rd this past weekend. Some news and notes, names to keep an eye on tonight throughout the game on both sides. Leading scorer for the Pride so far, off to a great start, is sophomore Katie Lewis, coming off a fantastic freshman campaign and really just picked up right where she left off. 20 points a game so far throughout the 4 games, averaging just over 44% from the field, just under 50 from the 3-point line. She's been the go-to factor for the Pride. She's been the one she's driven them. She's really been their pacemaker. She's been their pace setter, and they're expecting big things out of her the rest of the way. Now, a couple other names to keep an eye on. The rest of the starting 5 for the Pride, along with Katie Lewis, is number 22, Rashika Gregory. She is back so far this year, averaging 9.8 points a game. Started all 4 contests so far. Cameron Williams, team's leading rebounder with 41 on the year, averaging 10.3 rebounds a game, along with Lauren Jenkins, team's second leading rebounder. Averaging 6.3 a game, total of 25 in the year. She will be out there to start, and LaPrecious England will be rounding out the starting 5 for the Pride. For the Monarchs of Methodist, starters are going to be Christian Sanders, number 10, Cody Sentry, Kayla Goldsmith, Kenia Chambers, and Secret Bryant. Big name to watch out for Methodist is going to be Christian Sanders. She started 5 of the 6 games that the Monarchs have played so far, averaging 12 a game, 12 in conference as well, so her split's pretty good. Big thing to keep an eye on, just under 40% from the field for the year, just under 30% from the 3-point line, so she's going to take some shots and is going to do a pretty good job with it. Leading rebounder for the Monarchs is Kayla Goldsmith, number 23, averaging just right at 7 a game. We will be right back here with the tip-off momentarily, getting ready to do anthem starting lineups. We will be back with you guys shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Once again, we are inside Mayo C. We are inside Haynes Gymnasium, pardon me, here at Mayo C Harlow Memorial Court. Action just about getting ready to get underway. Methodist lineup has just been introduced. Like I said, we'll run through it one more time for you. At guard is going to be sophomore number 10, Christian Sanders. Also at guard is going to be number 20, freshman Secret Bryant out of Stanton, Virginia. Starting at forward is going to be Kanea Chambers, number 5'8" junior guard. Pardon me, guard. At forward is going to be Cody Sentry, 5'9" freshman from Stoneville, North Carolina. And rounding out the 5'4" Methodist is going to be number 23, Kayla Goldsmith, 5'9" freshman out of Manning, South Carolina. Methodist Monarchs are coached by Cheryl McNair. She's assisted by Stacy Holland and Terrace Wolf. Pride 5 are being announced right now. Go through them one more time for you. Sophomore guard Katie Lewis from the Pleasant Garden, North Carolina area. She's going to be joined by La Precious England at the guard slot. The junior guard from Danville, Virginia, 5'4", La Precious England. Rashida Gregory will be out on the floor to start it. So, senior forward, she's another one to keep an eye on. Big numbers last year, continuing so far. Rashika's averaging just under 10 a game. Hopefully we can bump her over that. She's at 9.8 right now. Hopefully we can bump her over that mark tonight. She's going to be joined by Cameron Williams and Lauren Jenkins. Cameron Williams is 5'9" senior from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And 6'1" junior Lauren Jenkins from Lake Waccamaw, North Carolina. The lineups have been announced. Referees are ready to roll. We are getting ready to play some basketball here today at Mayo C Harlow Memorial Court. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to roll. In the circle for the jump ball is going to be Lauren Jenkins, the junior. She's going to be in there with what looks to me like Kayla Goldsmith, 5'9" freshman from Methodist University. Probably coached by Randy Tuggle, assistant athletic director in his 9th season. Tip won by the Pride. Williams kicks it over to Gregory. To La Precious England. Jenkins now down low, back out to England. Back out to England, correct. Lewis underneath from the block. Off the mark, rebounded by Jenkins. Jenkins back up for the second attempt. Ball tipped around a little bit. Covered by Gregory, and the Pride resettle up front. Ball knocked out of bounds, back over. Going to be Methodist's first possession of the game. Pride led by head coach Randy Tuggle, assistant athletic director in his 9th season at the helm of the women's basketball program here at Greensboro College. Methodist now on the corner. That's number 21, Chambers. She kicks over to Sanders. Sanders knocks down a 3 for the first bucket of the game. 3-0 Methodist Monarchs. Pride looks to push the ball back up the floor. Katie Lewis now on the wing. Kicks down to Jenkins down low. Jenkins goes up, gets fouled. First foul of the game today. Foul is going to be on number 22, Cody Sentry, her first. Jenkins to the line for 2. Jenkins on the season, 3 for 8 from the free throw line. Misses the first, 3 for 9 on the year so far. Let's see if she can knock down the second here. About a minute into the first period here. If any of you don't know, women's basketball switched to 4 quarters last year. No longer on 2 halves. Jenkins knocks down the second one. Pride are on the board, 3-1 Methodist. 1:06 left to go. Pulling the ball at the floor for Methodist Monarchs. Number 20, Secret Bryant. Bryant guarded by England. England works around the screen. Bryant now looks down low. Jenkins with almost a late call, but no big deal. Jenkins picks up her first foul. Shot was taken up by Kayla Goldsmith. Shot was not good, so we will have two free throws. On number 23, Kayla Goldsmith. Goldsmith knocks down the first one. Goldsmith on the year. Just 1 second to find it. There it is. 6 for 8 from the free throw line, 75%. Knocks down the second one. 5-1. Methodist Monarchs to start early here. Cameron Williams now working from the elbow, driving. Little push, knocks down. A quality jumper from the side. From the block now. Methodist working on the wing. Kicks up top to Christian Sanders. Sanders now working on Gregory. Kicks back out. Back to Sanders. Sanders drives baseline, pulls up, knocks it down. 7-3 Methodist. The precious England kicks ahead to Jenkins, running the floor well. Jenkins picks up a rebound and knocks down the shot. 7-5. Jenkins with 3 now for the Pride. We're still plenty early now. That's Chambers across to Bryant. Bryant back up top to Chambers. Chambers over to Sanders on the wing. Sanders calling for a man. Shot clock winding down. Jenkins puts a hand up in front of Kayla Goldsmith, forces an off shot. Pardon me, had to cough. Cameron Williams off the front iron from just outside the free throw line. Methodist pushing. Don't have numbers now. 2 on 3, so they're going to slow it up, put it back out. Secret Bryant now at the top, kicks over. We got a traveling violation on Cody Century. First turnover of the game for the Monarchs. Traveling violation called. Pride will inbound from the sidelines. The precious England now bringing the ball up the floor, looking to work the play, looking to kind of set up an offense and let them run something. Cameron Williams now the top of the key. Katie Lewis cutting baseline. Gregory now around the curl. Back to England in the corner. England drives baseline, looks for Jenkins. One dribble up and good. 7-7, great tie ball game here. Just over 7 minutes left to go in the first period. We're 3 minutes in. That is Secret Bryant bringing the ball up the floor for Methodist. Works off of the screen, had a shot, had a look, passed it up. Dishes over to Christian Sanders now on the wing. Looks to take Gregory baseline. Gregory knocks it out of bounds as she goes up a shot. Pardon me. Sanders loses it out of bounds and be Pride basketball underneath the hoop. Still 7-7 tie here to get us going. England now. Gregory cutting. Over to Williams at the top. Katie Lewis from the corner. Drives baseline. Off the back iron. Good drive by Katie Lewis. I think her first shot attempt of the game so far. Pride definitely looking to get her involved now. Bryant up top. Down low. Good power move underneath the hoop. That's by number 23, Kayla Goldsmith. Unfortunately unable to make the shot. Rebounded by the Pride. England up to Jenkins for a lay-in. 9-7 Greensboro College here. 6 minutes left to go in the first period. Bryant working on ball up the floor. Driving, trying to drive towards the lane. Gets caught up. Dishes out to Goldsmith. Goldsmith across to Sanders. Sanders, three-point shot up from Kinea Chambers. Chambers knocks it down. A little confusion going on right now. Not quite sure what happened. A lot of subs coming in the game for both sides right now. Let me help try and get you caught up here. Inbounding the ball for Methodist. I think they called it inbounding violation on Pride. That's what resulted in Methodist bringing the ball back. Keeping the ball back underneath the hoop. But inbounding the ball is Lillian Gehring, junior. Also in the game for Methodist is number 3, Katie Snipes. She's also joined by number 34, Amber Scott. Snipes with 3 from the corner, wide open look, missed. Collected Kylie Berry, first action, ends up coming away with it, dishes it off to Katie Lewis. Lewis now running the fast break. And the ball is knocked out of bounds. I believe that was number 5, Lillian Gehring, that knocked it out as Katie Lewis went up with it. No foul called, so it'll be Pride ball underneath their own hoop. Also checking in for the Pride is number 3, that's Jonasia Harper, along with number 20, Shania Haynes, the sophomore. Also at number 33, who just took her first shot of the game. That's Sabrina Joseph, who knocks it down. The freshman guard from Chesapeake, Virginia, knocks down her first shot of the game. Pride in a little deco press action. 11-10 Greensboro College with the lead here. A couple more subs looking like they're ready to come in now. As Snipes now with the ball over to Gehring. Gehring in the corner. Over to Sanders. Sanders throws one up there, ends up missing. Ball rebounded by the Pride. Pride offense. Long three up from Jonicia Harper off the front iron and rebounded by Methodist. Pushing the ball up the floor is number 5, Lillian Gehring. She dishes over to Snipes. Snipes looks down low, overshot the pass a little bit, picked off by Harper. Harper now looking to push back up the floor. Numbers are about even, 4-on-4 here. Good little dribble, good little hesitation move, but went to look for Haynes underneath the hoop, but nothing doing. Transition bucket good for Christian Sanders. 12-11 Methodist so far here in the first period. Just over 4 minutes left to go. Harper looking over to Haynes. Haynes with a mid-range jumper, about an 18-footer. Misses and the ball is out of bounds. Methodist College basketball. Checking in, a couple more subs here to get us in the game. Checking in right now for the Pride is number 14, Dominique McCoy, along with Shamara Richardson. Checking in for Methodist is going to be number 1, Kelsey Hardy, along with number 32, there she is inbound on the basketball, Tazaria Alexander. Gehring now working the ball up the floor. Looks to the corner, finds Alexander. Alexander now around the curl. Looks underneath for Hardy. Hardy puts up a tough shot. Nothing doing with it. Brought down by the Pride. Kelly Berry from the wing for 3. Knocks it down. Big time bucket there for Berry. 14-11 Greensboro College. 3.5 minutes left to go in the first period. Snipes on the wing, dishes over to Alexander. Alexander works around a little screen, comes back. Snipes in the corner now. Has Berry on her, calls for a screen. Berry draws the offensive foul, the moving screen, good call. It's a good call right there by the baseline judge. That foul is going to go against Kelsey Hardy, freshman from New Bern, North Carolina, her first of the game. Good defense there by Kylie Berry. Pride now working back up the floor. That's number 33, Sabrina Joseph with the ball. She dishes over. Drive now from Shania Haynes, who misses off the front iron, unfortunately. Methodist working back in transition, slows it up. Drive by Alexander and draws the foul. It's going to be on Shania Haynes, her first foul of the game. Pride's second foul of the evening. Alexander at the free throw stripe. Misses off the left side with the first one. 0 for 2 on the season so far from the stripe, but not many attempts, so no big deal. Not too worried about any of that. Here she is with the second. Off the back iron. We got a lane violation called on Greensboro College. Huh. Not sure if I saw that, but he's the referee. I'm just broadcasting. Shamara Richardson was the one who jumped in there. Alexander's third shot misses off the back iron, rebounded by Kylie Berry. Richardson now pushing up the floor. Dishes. Shot up underneath by Dominique McCoy, rebounded by the Methodist Monarchs. Then Gehring now working back up. Snipes now on the wing. Up top to Alexander. Alexander working around a little screen. Berry goes underneath it. Almost intercepts the pass back. Shot up by number 34, Amber Scott. Got a push on the back foul on Scott. It's going to be yes, Amber Scott, just to be, sorry about that. I had to get a little clarification and to hear it. It's going to be her first Methodist third team foul of the game. Berry now on the wing. Looking to dish something underneath. There's McCoy at the elbow. McCoy dishes out. Three-point shot up by Joseph off the front iron. And that's going to be a foul on number 14, Dominique McCoy. On the rebound. Both teams matching up evenly with 3 fouls. Checking back in the game for Methodist is number 22, Cody Sentry. She's back in. The freshman checking back in off the bench. Full line looking like they're coming back onto the floor for the Pride. Shot up by Sentry, knocks it down. Three-pointer's good. 15-14 Methodist College Monarchs. Berry from the corner. Off the front iron. Good shot, good opportunity there. Just couldn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Methodist now. Gehring bringing the ball back up the floor. Snipes wide open for three. Knocks it down. 18-14. 18-14 Methodist. Minute and 30 seconds left to go in the first period. Pride trying to slow the tempo down a little bit, slow the pace. Set the offense. There's Kylie Berry now. Hesitation move. Good shot from baseline. About a 15-footer. Nothing but net. Berry with 5 now on the evening. 18-16 now. Methodist. Snipes now from the same spot. Contested now. Dishes back over to Snipes. Snipes finds Gehring. Gehring was looking underneath for Hardy. Hardy went for the screen, however. Picked off by the Pride. What's the call here? That's going to be an offensive foul on Sabrina Joseph, number 33. Give credit what credit's due. That's good defending underneath the hoop there on the baseline, on the sideline drive there. I think that was number 22, Cody Sentry, underneath the hoop, who drew that charge. It's going to be the first foul on the game on Joseph. Pride make a full line change, bring the starters back in. It's Jenkins, Katie Lewis, Gregory, England, and Williams. Starting 5 back on the floor for your Pride. Just under a minute left to go. England now on Harding. Pardon me, on Gehring. Gehring dishes. Alexander drives. Misses off the front iron. Cameron Williams, a big rebound. 35 seconds left to play here. The precious England bring the ball up the floor. Looks for Gregory. Gregory finds Jenkins and loses ball out of bounds, unfortunately. Pardon me, had to cough. 30 seconds left, shot clock just under 30 seconds left. Shot clock is off, so I'd imagine we're looking for one shot here to finish it off for the Monarchs here in this first period. It's Gehring working around. Gregory intercepts the pass, has numbers running. Katie Lewis 1-2 step and knocks down a layup. 18 all, 6 seconds left. Gehring up the floor to Alexander. 3-point shot by by Sentry. Looked good off the backboard, off the front iron, and that's how the first period ends. Exciting first 10 minutes of basketball, 18-18. Be back momentarily with the start of the second period. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. Pride now working off of the fast break. Quick turnaround here in between quarters. Katie Lewis now back to Williams. Williams underneath to Jenkins. Jenkins fouled. Couldn't get my headset on my head to start the second period here. I apologize about that, fans. Goldsmith, number 23, with the foul. It's going to be the first foul of the second period for the Methodist Monarchs. Jenkins now at the line. Misses the first one. 18-18 still here. Jenkins leading the Pride so far tonight. 7 points. 1 for 3 now from the stripe. We're going to get that to a 50% mark here with her second one. And knocks it down, nothing but net. That crispy sound coming through too. There was no iron whatsoever there. Gotta love that one. Methodist now got their starting 5 back in. Rashika Gregory with a great defensive effort. Knocked the ball out of bounds and force Methodist to reset here. That's Gentry up top. Pardon me, that's Bryan up top. Works around the screen. Katie Lewis now knocks the ball away. Ball's going to stay with Methodist. Pardon me, that's Katie Snipes in. So not quite the starting 5 for Methodist. The starting 5 are in for Greensboro to start the second period. Uh-oh. An offensive foul on Secret Bryant. That's what the uh-oh was. Wasn't sure if he was going to call it, but he did. The second team foul of the period for Methodist. Bryant's first of the evening. And the Precious England now looking to set up the offense. Cameron Williams, Katie Lewis cuts underneath the hoop. Caught the ball on the wrong side. Gregory now up. Ball scraped away. Found by Jenkins. Katie Lewis gets a shooter's touch for 3. Gotta love seeing one get knocked down. That's how you average 20 points a game. You're not going to average 20 points a game without a little bit of luck every now and again. As that ball kind of rattled around the hoop and found its way at the bottom. That's Snipes for 3 off front iron, rebounded by Precious England. Precious now pushing. Skip pass across to Katie Lewis. Katie Lewis, 1 step and a shot. Missed. Rebounded by Methodist. Lewis almost strips it away. Snipes recovers. Methodist looked to slow down a little bit. A lot of pressure coming from the Pride. It's a 3-point attempt by Bryant. Rebounded underneath the hoop by Kayla Goldsmith, who knocks it down and 1. Foul's going to go on Jenkins underneath the hoop there for a push. Had both her hands up. She's not happy with it. 30-second timeout called by Coach Tuggle. We'll stay with you here during the timeout. Let's run down some numbers for you guys. Leading scorers for both teams right now is Lauren Jenkins with 8 for the Pride, followed by Katie Lewis and Kylie Berry with 5 points off the bench. Both her and Katie Lewis have 5. For Methodist, looks like Christian Sanders is leading with 7. Followed up just by Kayla Goldsmith, who knocked down her second bucket of the game and going to the line to try and complete 3 the old-fashioned way. Had a sub try and sneak in. Scoreboard official Don Tilley was not letting that happen. Referee still okay. Checking in Shania Haynes. She's checking in for Jenkins. We got one shot here. 22-20. Greensboro College leading. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to play here in the second period. Goldsmith's shot knocks it down for the 3-point play. England now working back up the floor. Haynes inbounding it in. Back to Haynes now, just off the wing, off the elbow, pardon me. Gregory, baseline, caught up, picks up her dribble, ends up losing it. Katie Lewis picks it right back away from him and knocks down the bucket. 24-21, Greensboro College, 8 minutes and 6 seconds left here in the second period. It's Christian Sanders now driving baseline on Gregory, looks to dish out. Bryant, skip pass across to Snipes. Snipes head fake, dishes. That's a nice 3-point shot there by Sanders. Talk about the momentary pause, but a good move and a quick shot. Triggered by Sanders, knocks down the 3. Tie ball game at 24. England underneath to Gregory. Gregory's foul. A little drive in from the wing front. By England. Dish to find Gregory. 1 step on a baseline drive. Fouled going up with it. Gregory on the season, 66.7% from the line, just 2 for 3. Misses the first one. Checking in for Methodist is number 34, Amber Scott. Pardon me, lost it there for a second. Many notes in front of me as Gregory misses the second off the back iron. Rebound by Century, working back up the floor now is Secret Bryant for Methodist. Bryant to Snipes. Snipes trying to work around Katie Lewis. Katie Lewis is going to get banged for a foul there on a block. Going to get popped for, I believe that's her first of the game. And it is. Checking in for Methodist is number 11, Tatiana Cohen. Snipes inbounds underneath the hoop. Cohen now with the ball at the top of the key. Back to Snipes. Looked like the inbound play trying to find a shot for Snipes. Snipes just inside the line. Missed. Rebounded by England. England almost had a look, but just didn't quite meticulate the way. England now. Good move underneath to Cameron Williams. Cameron Williams with a tough shot off the iron, off the glass. And knocks it down. Couldn't spit that one out. Sorry about that, fans. Snipes now on the wing, extended. Over to Cohen. Cohen now works on the screen. Cohen with the left-handed shot off the back iron. Tipped out, rebounded by the Pride. That's number 20, Shania Hayes, now working back. Finds England. As England looks to settle it back down. Katie Lewis on the corner. What's the call going to be? That's a travel on Katie Lewis. Sub checking in for Methodist is number 5. That's Lillian Gehring. Back in once again. 26-24, 6 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the second period. Greensboro College leads. Tightly contested ball game so far. Some really good basketball being played. Been a pretty clean game so far. Not a whole lot of turnovers. A couple here and there, but nothing to really worry about. Teams knocking down shots really everywhere. Baseline drive down the lane by number 34, Amber Scott. She's fouled. Foul's going to be on Cameron Williams. That's her first of the game. Third team foul of the period for the Pride. Scott at the line for the first. Off the iron and no good. Amber Scott on the year is 13 for 18, 13 for 19 now from the line. 72% coming into this game. Couple subs checking in for Methodist. That's number 32. Tazaria Alexander. Along with, I believe, just checked back in was Cody Century. Second shot missed, rebounded by Williams. Katie Lewis now bringing the ball back up the floor for the Pride. Lewis finds England on the corner. 2 dribble stops. England looks to reset, finds a great feed down low to Rashika Gregory for the basket. Great cut, great move by Gregory. Great job by the precious England defender. 28-24 Pride. Snipes now on the wing. Snipes tries to force it inside. Ball's loose on the floor. It's going to be Greensboro College basketball. Checking in for the Pride is number 14, Dominique McCoy. He checks in for Cameron Williams. So just over 6 minutes left. 28-24 Greensboro College still. Plenty of action left here. Coach Tuggle looking to feed in a play here. Looking to feed something into the precious England. Moving over to Hayes. Hayes finds Gregory underneath. Ball's tipped away, or tipped out of bounds. Going to stay with Greensboro College. Five minutes, 55 seconds now. England underneath the hoop inbounding. Finds Gregory. Kicks it up top to Hayes. Hayes over to Katie Lewis, who's wide open for 3. Rattles around the iron, and now rebounded by McCoy. Katie Lewis now from about 16 feet and is fouled. Knock it down. Count it. Count it for Katie Lewis. About a 17-footer. Kind of an off-balance shot. Got knocked when she went up. Shows a lot of athleticism there to be able to knock down a shot like that. Lewis 7 for 11. Make that 8 for 12 so far on the year from the stripe to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. 31-24, Greensboro College leads. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here in the second period. A little bit of pressure right now being put on by the Pride. That's Century up top. Gregory steals it away. Pride had the fast break going. And Gregory misses the lay and look pressure as she got to the hoop there. Rebounded by the Pride. However, Gregory now for 3. Knocks it down. Quick timeout called by Methodist. going to be a full timeout taken by the Monarchs. 34-24, largest lead of the game for the Pride. We will be back shortly after this momentary break. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in action. 34-24, 10-point lead for Greensboro College. 5 minutes and 16 seconds now left here in the second period. Recently checked back in for Methodist. That's Lillian Gehring. We got a foul called on Katie Lewis, it looks like. Yes, indeed. It's going to be her second of the game and this period. Fourth team foul for the Pride tonight. Katie Lewis now getting ready to check out. That's Aaliyah Woods checking in, the junior guard from Gastonia, North Carolina. Gastonia. A little ways out past Charlotte for those of you that aren't too familiar with the Gastonia area. Interesting inbounds pass, misdirection there. But Methodist able to go recover back on the backside of the court. As Gentry with about a 15-footer just outside the box. Rebounded underneath by Alexander, who knocks down the second shot there. Gregory now. McCoy at the top. Just off the top of the key. Back to England. England now resetting. Back to McCoy. Kylie Berry also checked in for the Pride. Looks for Woods cutting underneath the hoop. There's England driving. Looks underneath. And the ball's not out of bounds. Saved. Shot up there by number 20, Shania Haynes. Ball rattling around underneath, now recovered by Methodist. After the missed shot by Hayes. That's Snipes with a wide open three from the wing. Rebounded by Aaliyah Woods, now running the fast break. Woods slows it back up, finds LaPrecious England, who puts a shot up. Missed, rebounded by Hayes. Hayes puts one up. That's her second chance attempt and pulls that one down as well. It's a shot by McCoy just off the back iron. And we got a charge. Foul's going to be on Cody Century. Didn't want to leave you hanging, but wanted to wait and see what that call was going to be. Good job underneath the hoop by Dominique McCoy there. Checking in for Methodist is number 1, Kelsey Hardy. Checking in for Greensboro College is Janicia Harper. Also checking in for Methodist is number 20, Secret Bryant, back into the game, along with number 21, Kanea Chambers. I think that's all the subs. I think I got them all. Rashika Gregory back in for the Pride. Missed that one. There we go. Harper now bringing the ball working back up the floor. Cameron Williams just moved over to the score table. Wide open shot from about 15 feet, just off the mark by McCoy. We got a jump ball called. That's going to stay with Greensboro. Cameron Williams checking back in for Shania Haynes. (34-26) now. 3 minutes 34 seconds left to go in the first half. Gregory now off the inbound, knocks it down. About an 8-footer. A nice play, really nice shot by Rashika there. 36-26 now, back to that 10-point lead. We got a foul called there on Century. As Kayla Chambers was working on Kylie Berry there, tried to go around the screen. Foul was called on the screen by Century. Threw a little too hard of an elbow out there and ended up causing the turnover. Trying to see a Harper now. Finds McCoy at the top of the key. McCoy back to Harper. Harper looking to reset. Kylie Berry coming off a couple screens. Long three-point attempt just underneath. And Williams had a handle on it, but ended up losing it out of bounds. Ball over to the Monarchs. A couple subs coming in. Back in for the Monarchs is Amber Scott, number 34. Just one sub, not a couple, just one, sorry. Secret Bryant now working the ball up the floor for Methodist. Looks underneath for Scott, just checked in. Scott trying to skip it out somewhere. Secret Bryant now for three off the front iron, rebounded by Williams. Good rebound there, knock it, little tip to get it into some safe hands and ends up pulling it down. Kylie Berry now from the corner. Good, three-pointer good. 39-26, Greensboro College. Gregory now on Christian Sanders, who's just back in for Methodist. Sanders off the front arm with a shot, rebounded by Scott. Couldn't quite get the second attempt to fall. Rebound actually knocked out of bounds by Cameron Williams. Ball will stay with Methodist. Rebounding from Methodist is number 21, Kanea Chambers. Chambers now, after the ball skips around a little bit, finds her again. Chambers with a little shot up on a drive, rebounded by Williams, and the ball is lost out of bounds once again. Coach Huggle looking for a foul call there. I'm not going to lie, I thought I saw it too, but again, I'm broadcasting, they're making calls down there. It's not what I'm getting paid to do. Methodist now, Scott from the elbow. Takes a shot off the back iron, rebounded by McCoy. McCoy finds Harper now, Harper leading the break. Harper to McCoy from about 16 feet. Knocks it down. 41-26, Greensboro College leads. It's number 21, Kanea Chambers working around, trying to work around some screens as McCoy draws another charge. Chambers' first foul of the game. Got a 30-second timeout called by Methodist. 30-second timeout called by Methodist. We'll stay right here with you. Let's give you some leading scorers, give you some important info I'm sure you're looking for. Katie Lewis leading the Pride now with 10 points. She's followed by Kylie Berry with 8. Lauren Jenkins with 8. And Rashika Gregory has 7. Got 4 players that are close to double figures for the Pride, one of them in it. Christian Sanders leading for Methodist with 10. Followed by Kayla Goldsmith with 5. A couple others chipping in there as well for Methodist. The Pride ball underneath the Methodist basket, working back up the floor after the charge. Minute and 30 seconds left to play here in the second period. Harper now to the wing for Gregory. Gregory back to Harper. Williams flashes in the middle. Gregory, Kylie Berry from the corner for 3. Missed off the back iron. Rebounded by Methodist. It's number 21, Kanea Chambers picking up the rebound. Bryant bringing the ball back up the floor. Back to Chambers. Chambers looking for a little bit of help. Decides to take the dribble herself. Kicks over to Sanders. Sanders working. Secret Bryant now for 3 off the backboard and rebounded by Kylie Berry. Ball skipped up, tried to get skipped up, picked off by Sanders. Sanders now running the break. Decent little move, fake move there. Ends up missing the shot. Kylie Berry with another rebound. About the same spot that she was at. 45 seconds left to play here. 41-26. Greensboro College with the basketball. Greensboro looking to slow it down. Don't want to create too many opportunities. Some commotion going on underneath the hoop. Gregory now baseline drive. And up and fouled. Looks like Kelsey Hardy, her second foul of the game, to take Rashika Gregory to the line. Rashika on the season, 3 for 11 coming into the night from the free throw stripe. Looking to improve upon that mark here. Knocks down the first one. 42-25, checking in for Methodist as number 3. That's Katie Snipes. And checking in for Greensboro College is number 33, Sabrina Joseph. Freshman guard from Chesapeake, Virginia. Gregory now with her second attempt. And off the front iron. Williams ends up coming up with a rebound. Back up for a second attempt and good. 44, 26, 25 seconds left to play. Bryant now working her way up the floor. Picked off by Gregory. Gregory now running the break. And Gregory is stripped out of bounds and knocked out by Gregory. Going to be Methodist basketball. 12.6 seconds left to play here in the second period. Long inbounds pass by Hardy, pardon me. Finds Snipes on the side. Ball on the floor now. Jump ball going to be called. Going to stay here with Methodist. 5.1 seconds left. We're going to look to get one more shot off, I think. Methodist is going to try for one here. Try to get one off here within these last 5 seconds. With the inbounds play here. I think the ball is going to end up looking to go to Snipes. They find her at the top of the key. 4, 3, makes a move, spin move, pump fake. That's a two-pointer off the mark. 34-26, your score at the half here from Haynes Gymnasium, AOC Harlow Memorial Court. We'll be right back with you in just a couple minutes with the Hungry Howie's halftime show. My name is Chris Fennessy. We'll be back shortly with a couple special guests. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mayo C. Harlow Memorial Court here inside Haynes Gymnasium, also known as the Madhouse on McGee Street. I am joined now for the Hungry Howie's postgame show and the second half of this ball game by assistant women's soccer coach Lorenzo Rodriguez. Lorenzo, thank you for joining us so far this evening.
Thank you for having me, Chris.
Look forward to calling the rest of this one with you. He's going to provide some color for us. So far in this first half, second period really dominated by Greensboro College. Tied up 18-18 after the first. Greensboro College really took off in the second period. 26 outscored Methodist 26-8. Leading scorer tonight for the Pride so far is Katie Lewis. She's got 10, but there's three more right on her tail with 8. Rashika Gregory, Kylie Berry, and Lauren Jenkins all with 8. Hunting right on her tail, looking to get themselves into double figures. Lorenzo, talk to me a little bit about what did you see? What was the difference that you saw from that first period to the second period?
I would say the Pride really got on top of the boards. You know, they out-rebounded them in the in the second half. 10 offensive rebounds to their 4. You know, and that's key when you're trying to make a run. You know, and that's how we got on top.
Without a doubt. Total rebounds, Greensboro has the edge 28-19, but you touched on the second chance opportunities, and those are huge. Those are huge. Those are something that as a defending team, I guess you could say in general, something that you really don't want to give too many of those up, and the Pride really jumped on them in the second period and also really capitalized on them. We're able to put home some attempts second chance, and that really helped seal it. And not seal it, but helped really pad this lead that they have right now. 44-26 is our score at the moment.
Absolutely.
A couple other things. Greensboro been a lot better from the field, obviously. 18 out of 41 versus the 9 out of 31 from Methodist. But
shooting a total of 43% from the field.
43% from the field is huge there. 29, yes, absolutely. Yes. The other big one is free throws are pretty even. 3 to 8 for Methodist, 4 of 9. But 4 of 10 from three-point land front for the Pride to 5 out of 13.
Yes.
Methodist actually has the edge there in three-pointers made. A lot of good basketball still left to be played. So we're looking forward to getting going here in the second half. We're about a minute and a half away from getting going. We'll be back with you here shortly.
Absolutely.
Greensboro College basketball here to start the second half of play. The horn is off and we are ready to roll. Starting 5 back on the floor for both sides as Katie Lewis receives the inbound pass, looks for Jenkins, but that ball is intercepted by Cody Sentry. Secret and Bryant now bring the ball back up the floor. Works off a screen, kicks to the corner, 3-ball up and knocked down by Kenia Chambers, pardon me. A good little screen there by Methodist to set up that three-point shot there. Hey, Gregory now on the wing, looks for Jenkins down low. Jenkins power dribbling a shot off the front iron, collects her rebound. There's those second chance opportunities that we were talking about at the half. So, second chance opportunity is going to provide some huge momentum. Hopefully the Pride are able to keep. It's Christian Sanders now working off to the block off of Gregory. Knocks down a shot, 46-31.
One thing the Pride do have to do is keep the Monarchs off the three-point line. You know, they've been deadly from outside, and if they don't lock up on that, they could make a run.
They could tighten this game up pretty quick if they can stay hot from beyond the arc. That's without a doubt. Ball thrown away there by Cameron Williams. Turnover for the Pride as Secret Bryant now bring the ball back up the floor for Methodist. Very good point there about the three-point shooting. One thing that Methodist Monarchs have not hesitated on, and they've been pretty good with so far tonight. Methodist feeds it down low. That was Goldsmith with a shot. Unable to connect. Rebounded by the Precious England, who's running the break. Got some numbers. Shot up. Rebounded by Jenkins. Another second chance opportunity for the Pride.
She's an absolute force down below on the offensive board.
She's been dominant down low all game so far. Offensive side of the ball, defensive side of the ball. She's really been something. It's been something that Methodist hasn't really been able to address, as that pass is almost picked off. Ball is now kicked out of bounds by Methodist, and will be Greensboro College basketball. Good aggressive defense there by the Pride. Down on the aggressive defense there, Coach Lorenzo.
I'm liking it. I'm liking how aggressive they are on the defensive end. You know, they're creating opportunities, they're creating the turnovers, and then they're converting on them, which is a very good point to have in the game. One
thing you see a lot out of the Greensboro College women's basketball team is there's usually a lot of energy. Cameron Williams now driving and missing, collecting her rebound, knocks it down on the second chance again. But one thing that the Pride do a lot of, there's always a lot of energy on the floor. One reason for that, I think, is because Coach Tuggle likes to use a lot of different girls and use a lot of different combinations to keep the girls fresh. That's something that's part of his style and something that works well for them, and it keeps them fresh throughout the game and keeps the energy levels high. And that's huge. That's huge.
He almost has like a second starting five coming off the bench.
He really does. It's almost like runs two different lines out there. I like it a lot. It's like hockey. Line changes. Ball's picked off by La Precious England. Now running the break. Finds Jenkins underneath the hoop. One step and misses off the iron.
Beautiful pass by La Precious England.
Great pass by La Precious England. Now as that's Lillian Gehring just checked back in. And we got a foul called underneath the hoop. Sorry for the momentary pause. Waiting to see what that call was going to be. Foul is going to be on Rashika Gregory, her first team foul for the Pride here in the second half. 50-31, 7 minutes and 8 seconds left to play here in the third period. Snipes inbounding the ball. Quick shot by number 22, Cody Century. Ball missed off the front iron, rebounded by the Pride. The Precious England now. Oh, good move on Gehring. Ball picked off again. Ball picked off twice. The Precious with it back. Finds Williams underneath the hoop. Who connects?
Great vision by the Precious right there. Way to be a force to be reckoned with on that defensive end. Way to be a dog out there. She's on.
Timeout called by Methodist. It's going to be a 30-second. We're going to stay with you. We're just talking. Coach Zoe was just talking about
the great hustle by La Precious England on that.
The great hustle by La Precious England there. One thing she did there was she didn't let go of
the play. She didn't let him transition.
No.
Get out in the open court.
Turnover yes, there was a turnover that she kind of created there, but she stayed with it, picked the ball right back.
Yep.
And was able to find Cameron Williams underneath the hoop.
She has great hands on the defensive end
to knock down a bucket.
Oh,
yes, she does. 6 minutes and 44 seconds left to play. 52-31. Greensboro College leading. 21-point advantage. It's going to be Snipes inbounding the ball underneath the hoop to Gehring, who's looking to set up the play for Methodist. Gehring finds Sanders. Sanders drives baseline. Foul called. Foul's going to be on number 34, Cameron Williams. Her second of the game. Team's second foul of the third period. No sub coming in. Coach Tuggle just looking to talk with Miss Gregory real quick. Underneath the hoop we have Gehring inbounding, finds Snipes. Snipes takes Katie Lewis into the lane, misses short, rebounded by Goldsmith, and her attempt is off. The Precious England now bring the ball back up the floor for the Pride. Kicks to Williams, kicks to Gregory. Gregory now looks to the inside, doesn't have a lane, kicks back out to England. England now working on Gehring. England driving down the lane. We got a foul called. Foul's going to be on Lillian Gehring, the junior guard from Monroe, North Carolina. A couple subs coming in for one for each team. Kylie Berry checking in for the Pride, and that's Amber Scott back in for Methodist. Precious England underneath the hoop, finds Kylie Berry. Berry finds Lewis wide open for three. Lewis knocks it down. Katie Lewis is starting to heat up a little bit. That's put her up to 13.
She can get going. She's going to be she's going to open this gap up a lot more than what it is.
She's creeping up on that 20-point average, isn't she, Coach?
Oh, absolutely.
That's Snipes trying to drive in. Foul called on Lauren Jenkins. Right? Yes, Lauren Jenkins. Her third team foul. They are going to call that a shooting foul, so Snipes will be at the line for two. Let's see what Snipes has so far on the year from the line. Let me check my shot sheet here. Katie Snipes so far on the season, 5 for 10. 55-32. Greensboro College lead. Checking back in for the Pride is number 20, Shania Haynes. She checks in for Jenkins, who just came off with her third foul. Snipes now with the second effort. Knocks it down. 55-33. The Precious England working her way up the floor for the Pride, looking to get the offense going. Cameron Williams now at the top of the key. Back to England. Katie Lewis for three again. Rattles around the iron. Rebound by Haynes. Back up with it. Katie Lewis crashing in. Almost collects another rebound. Ball deflected and recovered by Methodist. What's going on underneath the hoop there, huh?
No, a lot.
Snipes now at the top of the key. Working off a screen. Dishes out to Gehring. Gehring now through the middle. Little runner. Knocked it down. Nice shot. Good athletic play there by Lillian Gehring from Methodist. 55-35, 20-point lead for the Pride. Kylie Berry on the wing. Cameron Williams now just off the top of the key. Finds England. England now, a little hesitation, fake move. Puts a shot up, rebounded by Gehring. Katie Lewis roughed up a little bit underneath the hoop. I think she'll be okay. She's tough. Methodist pushing the break, misses the shot. That shot was by Sanders, rebounded by Haynes, who looks up the floor to Katie Lewis. Ball deflected back in play, recovered by Methodist. That's a three-point attempt by Sanders. Missed, rebounded. Second attempt, no good. Rebounded by Haynes. What we got going on right here?
I believe Katie took a knock on the face on that last possession.
Yeah, I think the referee just wanted to check and make sure she wasn't bleeding or anything like that, because she is holding her face a little bit. Got the wind knocked out. They might have a sub coming. Yes, we do. It's number 33, Sabrina Joseph, coming in for Miss Lewis. Checking in also for Methodist, number 21, Kinea Chambers.
Looks like Methodist is putting on the full court press right now.
Methodist is going with the full court press. Dominique McCoy back in for the Prize. She checks in for Williams. 4 minutes, 23 seconds left. A 1-2-1-1 full court zone press from Methodist here. Let's see if the Pride can break it, and they do. Kylie Berry now slashing through the middle. Finds Jonasia Harper, who just checked in. McCoy now from the elbow. Good.
Ready to knock down that shot. Big time bucket right there.
Good ball movement by the Pride. Find the open woman and knocked it down. That's how you draw it up right there. Coach Tuggle's got to be pretty happy about that.
Just like they practice.
I hope so. That's Chambers now driving baseline, puts the shot up, rebounded by Haynes. Kylie Berry now off to Harper, bringing the ball up the floor. Pride look to slow it down a little bit. It's Joseph now. McCoy in the middle, looks underneath, ball intercepted by Gehring. Good defensive play there by Methodist. Crawford now from the corner, not quite in the corner. Got the Snipes at the top. Snipes now off a handoff. Got a foul called.
Oh, that looked pretty clean to me.
Blocking foul there called on number 33, Sabrina Joseph. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that foul. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, Snipes now back at the line for 2. Snipes long off the back iron in the first attempt. Cheerleader need a little help getting that ball back in there. Thank you. Thank you. Nice little assist by the cheerleaders over there, getting the ball back on the floor. Couple subs checking in for Methodist. That's number 22, Cody Century, back in. Snipes knocks down the second one. 57-36. Greensboro College leads. 3 minutes and 17 seconds left to play in the first period. Methodist still going with the zone press. That 1-2-1-1. Pride break it again. Find themselves across half court. Skip past McCoy from about 18 feet this time off the iron. And rebounded by Joseph. Back up with it. Rebounded again by Joseph.
Offensive boards are what's keeping this game interesting.
Offensive rebounds are keeping the Pride in really good situations right now.
Oh, yes.
Something that we're going to talk about. We got a call happening somewhere.
Look like a holding.
We got a push on number 22, Cody Century, her 4th. She might be coming out here shortly with the 4 fouls so far in the evening. Pride inbounding from the sideline. Now that's Harper. Runs into a little trouble but recovers. Haynes now almost loses it out of bounds. Haynes from about 15 feet knocks down the jumper. A little bit of composure there. Almost lose the ball out of bounds to recover and just say, yeah, I'll just take this shot, knock it right down.
Just a little pull-up, you know, just like she practiced.
Foul there on Jonasia Harper. Her first foul. 15th foul of the quarter for the Pride, so Methodist will have the 1-1. It's going to be Gehring on the line. Harper's first foul of the game. Gehring banks it in for the first one. See if we can find Gehring's free throw numbers for the year coming into today. I think Gehring 4 for 6. That's make it 5 for 7 coming now on the line for the year. 6 for 8. Knocks them both down. Checking in for Methodist is number 20. That's Secret Bryant. She checks in for Gehring. Good little showing there by Gehring. 59-38. Greensboro College leads. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left to play here in the first period. That's Joseph now. Over to the recently checked in Shamara Richardson, who goes up and gets fouled.
Great aggression going to the hoop.
I love seeing Shamara Richardson coming right off the bench and driving right in the baseline, getting right after it right away.
That's one thing you got to do against, big men in paint. You got to drive in on them, start getting them in foul trouble.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Foul was called on number 23, Kayla Goldsmith. Checking in from Methodist is number 32, Tazaria Alexander. As Richardson knocked down the first free throw. Richardson a perfect 2 for 2 from the line there. 61-38, 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the third period. Pardon me. Secret Bryant now kicks over to Alexander. Alexander kicks, long three-pointer shot up by Chambers, missed, rebounded by Greensboro College. Skips it way ahead. Ball is intercepted by Alexander. Off by Richardson. What we got going on? We got a jump ball called. That's going to stay with Methodist. Minute and 46 seconds left to go here in the third, pardon me. I don't know why I keep getting confused. Secret Bryant now with the ball on the wing. Looks to go down low, doesn't have somebody. Kicks over, recently checked in Caitlin Kendrick and Kelsey Hardy for Methodist. Kendrick now looks for Hardy down low, working on McCoy. Back to Kendrick. Fires one up to beat the shot clock, knocks it off the front iron. Kylie Berry comes down with it, and the Pride are able to regain control. Good defense there by the Pride, almost forcing the shot clock violation. McCoy looks down low, Pass is knocked away, but recovered by Kylie Berry. McCoy from the elbow. Off iron, rebounded by Hardy. Methodist now trying to push back up the floor. Alexander looks down low, knocked away by McCoy. And ball's out of bounds, going to stay with Methodist. Some good defensive effort last couple times down the floor by the Pride. What do you got on that, Coach Zoe?
They're just playing that lock-up defense. They're trying to increase this lead. But I really like the defensive effort, though. It's
been outstanding all game so far.
Yes.
They really have been.
Nothing but pure lock-up defense. Just annoying the Methodist Monarchs.
Alexander trying to force it down low. Pass is intercepted. Picked up by Sabrina Joseph from McCoy. Kylie Berry now for three. Off the back iron. Rebounded by McCoy. Great effort to try and save it. Methodist coming away with it. Have numbers. 4-on-3 working back down the court on the fast break. That's Bryant. Out to Kendrick. Bryant now underneath to Hardy. Hardy looking to make a move. Another pass intercepted by Joseph. Joseph now running. Has a trailer if she needs it. Ball is off the iron and rebounded. Put back in by number 20, Shania Haynes. 5 seconds left to go here in the third period. 63-38, shot up by Alexander, no good. As the buzzer sounds, that's the end of the third period here in Haynes Gymnasium. We will be back with you shortly. His name is Lorenzo Rodriguez. My name is Chris Fennessy. We are back here. Fourth quarter action now. Greensboro College leads 63-38. 10 minutes left to play. Greensboro College basketball starting five back in for the Pride. Cameron Williams now at the top.
Nice feed down low.
Jenkins able to keep it in. Finds Barry. Didn't mean to cut you off there. I apologize.
Oh, you're good.
Jenkins now about a 10-footer knocks it down. Six-point run now going for the Pride. Jenkins intercepts the pass down low intercepts the pass from Bryant. Skip pass long way up to Cameron Williams, who knocks it down. 67-38, 9 minutes and 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth period. I keep getting confused. Katie Lewis intercepts a pass from Snipes. Katie now trying to run the break, slows it down a little bit. Finds LaPrecious England wide open for three. Off the iron, rebound by Cameron Williams. Back up, and no good, unfortunately. Rebounded underneath by Kayla Goldsmith. Methodist now running back up the floor. It's Caitlin Kendrick now with the ball. Dishes over to Chambers. Pardon me, Goldsmith. Goldsmith now to Snipes. Snipes shot fake, tries to go. Secret Bryant now with a three, knocks it down. 67-41. 8.5 minutes left to play. I'm looking to slow back down a little bit. There's England to Jenkins down low again. Jenkins finds Katie Lewis for three. Lewis knocks it down.
Great ball movement by the Pride.
Lewis now, I believe, with 13 on the night. 16, correction, 16. The shot missed by Goldsmith, rebounded by Lewis. Lewis kicks up to Gregory. Gregory, I believe, got the three-point shot off. Rebounded by Jenkins. Another second chance opportunity for the Pride. Jenkins knocks it down. We talked about it already. That's the 4 players now in double figures for the Pride. Lewis leads the way with 16. Gregory has 10. Jenkins with 14. And Williams with 12 of her own. Goldsmith now over to Bryant. Bryant snipes for 3. Knocks it down. 72-44. Greensboro College leads here. Precious England working her way back up the floor. Gregory wide open for 3 from the corner. Off the back iron. Rebounded by Cameron Williams. Pride looking to slow it up again a little bit. Gregory driving baseline. A shot fake. Swim move over. Rebounded by Goldsmith. Secret Bryant back up the floor now for Methodist. Finds Caitlin Kendrick, who misses off the glass. Second attempt by Snipes was blocked by Gregory, found by Williams. Williams now pushing the break. 3-on-1. Katie Lewis now knocks it down and is fouled.
Great heads-up awareness by Williams on that one.
Nothing wrong with going back to the hot hand and Katie Lewis. She has 18 now, will be going for 19. Subs coming in for Greensboro College and Methodist. We'll try and get you caught up here as soon as we get them all to settle. Amber Scott, Kelsey Hardy. Snipes stays on the floor. Gearing back in, and that's number 21, Kanea Chambers. In for the Pride is number 13, Aaliyah Woods. Number 3, Jonasia Harper, as Katie Lewis knocks it down. She's replaced by number 12, Leah Parker. Also in for the Pride is number 20, Shania Hayes, and number 33, Sabrina Joseph, rounding out the 5 for the Pride. Gearing bringing the ball back up the floor now for Methodist. 75-44. Ball is out of bounds. Pass by Hardy. Could not quite find Snipes. Snipes was going one way. The pass went the other. A little miscommunication there. So far for the Pride, that makes 19 for Katie Lewis, your leading scorer. Leading scorer from Methodist is Christian Sanders with 12. Aaliyah Woods now in the corner. Harper, little runner from the elbow, off iron, rebounded by Gehring. Crawford with the, Chambers with the baseline driving in for Methodist. 75-46 now, 6 minutes left to play. Leah Woods is in the corner now. Back over to Harper, who finds Joseph. Joseph back to Harper now. Harper resets.
I really like how composed the Pride are when they're on the offensive end. You know, they work the ball around. You know, they're making everyone touch it on the offensive end.
This shot by Joseph there goes out of bounds, and the ball's going to stay with Methodist. Continue.
You know, it creates the open holes for the floor.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. They do a great job of spacing the floor and making the extra pass to find that open shot.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't had to force much today, haven't put themselves in too many bad spots, and it's a huge start we got going on here. Got a foul on Jonasia Harper. Can't quite tell you what the foul is because that's a new hand signal that I've never seen before by that referee. But that's okay. Hardy now working on Joseph. Kicks out. Chambers now looking for somebody. Finds Gehring back over to Snipes. Snipes shot fake. As Chambers misses the 3, rebounded by Joseph. Joseph now looking to push the ball back up the floor. Finds Aaliyah Woods, who loses the handle on it. Ball slips out of bounds. We talked about the offensive rebounds earlier today. 20 now for Greensboro College to the 6 for Methodist.
And that's a huge factor when it comes to a game like this. It gets, where the lead gets increased.
Another line change coming from Methodist here. For the Pride. Checking in, I got Shamara Richardson, and as well as number 15, Sharice Ashley, along with number 30, Christina Childers. And number 21, Shania Daly. Foul on number 15, Sharice Ashley, inbounding ball being inbounded underneath by Methodist. Snipes now with a wide open three off the front iron, rebounded by Ashley. Sharice running the floor now, settles. It's Woods at the top. Shot fake attempt by Shamar Richardson, drives down into the lane. Ball knocked out of bounds, going to stay with Greensboro College off of Gehring, going to keep the ball here on this end. (75-46), Greensboro College with the lead. Sharice Ashley now. Dishes over to Daly. Daly kicks to Woods. Woods, Shamar Richardson, wide open three off the back iron, rebounded by Daly, who misses off iron. And Methodist is looking to run the ball back up the floor. Snipes now resets at the top of the key, comes off of a screen, dishes back underneath to Scott. Scott's going to be fouled on the shot attempt. Foul is going to be on number 30, Christina Childers, the junior center from Hickory, North Carolina, making her first appearance tonight. Draws her first foul. Third foul of the period for the Pride. 4 minutes and 8 seconds left to play here. Scott misses the first. Checking in for Greensboro College is number 31, Madeline Garner, freshman from Ashland, Kentucky. As Scott knocks down the second one, checking in for Methodist is number 50. That's Kaven Joyner, the freshman center from Wake Forest, North Carolina. Fact that I did not know when I moved here not too long ago, that Wake Forest University is actually not in Wake Forest, North Carolina.
I found that out too.
I did not know that. There's your fact of the day. If you didn't know.
For the longest time, I was in, my sister was in Wake Forest, so every time I was out there, I was trying to look for the university.
You were looking for it, it wasn't there. You weren't going to find it. As jump ball is called, I believe, and Methodist will maintain some possession, or retain some possession, pardon me, as Shamar Richardson got tied up underneath there. Gehring now trying to work off a screen, looks underneath. Pass is intercepted, knocked out of bounds. Where's it staying? Going to stay here with Methodist. Hardy collects the inbounds pass, gets it back to Gehring. 10 on the shot clock. Gehring now, three-point attempt off the iron, rebounded by Hardy. Hardy finds Joyner. Joyner puts it up, missed, rebounded, collected by Methodist. They get a fresh shot clock, get to reset. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to play. Joyner now underneath, finds Hardy. Hardy gets a shot up, missed, rebounded by Shamar Richardson. Richardson now driving all the way, missed, rebounded by Childers. Ball is knocked away, collected. Three-point attempt by Madeline Garner is missed and rebounded by Garner, and is going to get caught for traveling. Couple subs checking in. Number 4, one for Greensboro College. That's number 12, Leah Parker. Checking in for Methodist is number 40, Olivia Hudson. Hudson, 6-foot sophomore from Albemarle, North Carolina. Also in for Methodist is number 15, Caitlin Kendrick, freshman guard from Gastonia. Parker, the 5'7" senior, back in for the Pride. She's been in earlier tonight. Snipes now from Joyner. Snipes back with it. Works off of the screen. Looks for Joyner down low. Little screen and roll all off the iron. Joyner collects and knocks it down. Second chance opportunity there for the Pride as Joyner gets on the board and gets himself in the scorebook.
Beautiful screen and roll on that.
Really good screen and roll. Really well executed play there. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to play. 75. Three-point shot up off the iron. Shot was missed by Sharice Ashley, rebounded. And another shot up there by Parker is rebounded by Methodist, and second foul, I believe, coming on Christina Childers there. Fourth team foul of the period. One more is going to put them in the bonus. 75-49, 2 minutes and 14 seconds left to play here. Checking in for Methodist is number 24. That's Hannah James, freshman guard from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Gary picks up the dribble. Finds James. James finds Kendrick. Kendrick finds Joyner. Joyner, 1-2 dribbles. Spin move. Goes up and knocks it down.
That's a huge play down there.
Good move down low. Really good move down low. 2 steps and a spin. And then an easy lay-in for Ashley now over to Parker. Back to Ashley. Ashley with a long 3 off the iron. And ball's going to go out of bounds. Going to be Methodist basketball. $75-51, minute and a half left to play here. As Guerin brings the ball up the floor, works off of a screen. Dishes over to Hudson. Hudson over to Kendrick. Kendrick down low to Joyner. Joyner working down low on Childers. Shot up, missed. Rebounded by number 21, Shania Daly. Daly over to Madeline Garner, who's fouled as the shot attempt goes up. Madeline Garner about to take her first free throw attempts of the season. And misses the first one off the back iron. Good looking shot. Checking in from Methodist. Back in is number 20, Secret Bryant. Garner's second is off the back as well. Rebounded by Hudson. We got a foul called. Going to take Hudson down over to the line. Foul is going to be on Madeline Garner, her first foul, team 5th. Going to send Hudson to the line for 2. I believe 2 now. This is the second time that they've been in the bonus. First shot up off the back iron and missed. 75-51 still your score. A minute and 2 seconds left to play. 2 shot clocks left here. Second shot up off the back iron as well. Rattling around underneath, collected by Kendrick. She dishes out to Bryant to reset. Bryant finds Kendrick. Kendrick pass fake. Dribble drive and is fouled on the drive. The foul is going to be on number 15, Sharice Ashley. Pardon me, that foul was on Madeline Garner. Madeline Garner, her second. And send number 15, Caitlin Kendrick, to the line. One good thing, you know, something you get to see as Kendrick knocks down the first one. 75-52, 51 seconds left to play. Got a lot of younger players getting opportunities here to prove themselves, to kind of show what they can do, and hopefully earn some time as the year goes on as Kendrick knocks down the second.
Absolutely. You know, you gotta get in, knock those jitters off, and get your buckets how you can.
Without doubt, I gotta get in there, shake some, like you said, get the butterflies out as a baseline drive. Runner is good by Shania Daly, the freshman guard from Virginia Beach, Virginia. About an 18-footer off the glass for Hannah James. 77-55. Underneath the pass underneath the Childers off the glass. 79-55. 22 seconds left to play. Shot clock is turned off. Bryant now over to Kendrick. Kendrick to Joyner, back to Kendrick. Kendrick fouled. Foul is going to be on number 30, Christina Childers. Her third. Caitlin Kendrick now to the line for 2. Left-hander knocks down the first one. Not gonna lie, being left-handed, I always like when I see another left-handed shot somewhere. It doesn't matter who's playing, whose team it's on.
They always have a great shot.
I'm a little biased, the left-handed coach, though. I'm a little biased.
I'm kind of jealous. I wish I was left-handed.
79-57. As that ball's tipped, saved, and that's going to be your ball game. Pride won 79-57 here on a wonderful Wednesday night. We will be back momentarily with the Porterhouse postgame show. Don't go anywhere. Should be good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Porterhouse postgame show. We are getting ready to wrap up here. We are going to be joined by head women's basketball coach Randy Tuggle, along with hopefully sophomore guard Katie Lewis. Just to wrap up, 79-57 finish. Greensboro College coming out on top. Just to throw some numbers out at you. Greensboro College 40%, just under 40%, 39.8% from the field. 6 for 21, 28% from the three-point line, 7 for 14, and even 50% from the free throw stripe. Big numbers, 56 rebounds to Methodist 38, 25 offensive to the 10 from Methodist, 31 defensive rebounds to Methodist 28. That balanced out a little bit. Bench points, Methodist had 26 to go on with Greensboro College's 24. Big number I'm looking at, though, right here is second chance points. 26 second chance points for Greensboro College to 9. Myself and Coach Lorenzo talked about that a lot at the half. We talked about how that was a big reason as to why the gap that got created within the second half was because of second period, was because of some second chance points. And that's something that I'm going to talk with Coach Tuggle about as once he gets up here. He's down there speaking to the team right now. Greensboro College had 4 players in double figures tonight. Katie Lewis led the way with 19. Lauren Jenkins followed her with 14. Cameron Williams with 12. Rashika Gregory had 10. Kylie Berry with 8 off the bench. 2 big threes as well. Leading scorer for Methodist was Christian Sanders with 12. Big second period really set the tempo for the rest of the game. Big second period by Greensboro College. 26-8 outscored Methodist during that time. And again, you go back to the second chance points. That was really where it all started. That was when they started rolling, and that's kind of what separated and what created that distance between the two. I think we got Miss Katie Lewis is joining us here on the Porterhouse postgame show. This is for you. That's for you right there. Get that up there. Get that microphone up there.
Oh, okay.
There we go. I think you're good. Ladies and gentlemen, joined by Katie Lewis, sophomore guard. 19 points on the night. You're averaging 20 per game so far this year, in case you didn't know that. So just underneath it, unfortunately. So you got to get 21 on Sunday.
It'll be all right.
You'll be all right?
Yeah.
Katie, talk to me a little bit about, I was talking in the post-game show already, a big second period. Outscored Methodist 26-8 after an 18-18 tie through 1. What do you really think set the difference and really, I guess, set the tone for that second period?
I think the team together played really good. We did well passing. All we had to do was play defense. I mean, we just played our hearts out. I don't really know what else to say.
To me, it just looked like there was a lot.
The teamwork.
The focus level was increased a little bit. The defense was a lot better. This big number here, 26 second chance points on the night. A lot of those came in that period. So I was just, it was, like you said, everything really clicked there in that second period and got everything rolling for the rest of the game.
Definitely.
19 for you on the night. Go along with 3 rebounds, 3 for 5 from three-point land. Pretty good night. Now back to work on Sunday, right?
Yes, sir.
There you go. Well, thank you for joining us, Katie.
Thanks for having me.
Great job tonight.
Thank you.
Assistant Athletic Director, head women's basketball coach Randy Tuggle now joining us for the fans here tonight. Coach, coming away with a 79-57 victory is obviously always something you want to look towards, but there's a couple things that I'm going to get with you about big second period. Outscoring Methodist 26-8. Where do you, after an 18-18 lock-up in the first period, what do you think really set the tone and set the difference there moving forward?
Well, I think it's the big difference was we went after it, got after it the first quarter. They stood pretty even with us. I mean, we had a couple of runs that we were up, but then all of a sudden we tried to do something a little different, and then they came back. I mean, it's like we had a 6-point lead in the first quarter, and then I put a couple of subs in, and one of them tries to steal the ball right out there in the middle of the floor, doesn't get it, the kid knocks down a 3, and then they get a little excited. Next thing you know, another pass, knock down a 3, and there goes our 6-point lead. So we had some leads in that part, but what happened was we were going. We never let up. And then in the second half, it caught up with Methodist in that they just got tired.
A lot of momentum shifts early in the game. One big thing that sticks out to me, I don't know if you've seen this number yet, but 26 second chance points for you guys. So tonight, that's something to me, and that was something that I really noticed in the second period as well. You mentioned they got tired. One thing I talked about a little bit pregame is that like last year, you use a lot of players, and that's one thing that is able to keep the girls fresh and lets you guys keep that pace of play that you guys really like to run at, allows that to happen.
Yeah, it was one of those that, like I said, the whole goal, as you can look and see, Katie Lewis got 19 points in 21 minutes, okay? And then Lauren Jenkins got 14 points in 13 minutes. Cam got a double-double in 21 minutes. So it's one of those that our goal has been we're not going to let up. I mean, we didn't press any, okay? We just got up and down the floor, played good half-court defense most of the time, and by the end of the game, it was like they were raising their hand to come out. Our kids were like upset because they were coming out, you know. So that's the big thing, and it was. I hope that it's a big step for us because we've been kind of fiddle farting around, so to speak, in that, go hard, stop, go hard, stop, go hard, and then the game gets out of hand, and then all of a sudden the other team comes back because we stopped doing what has made us successful. And so I hope tonight they seem to, when one group came out and another group came in, they kept focused at what we were trying to get accomplished, and it was good. The only bad thing was at the end when we had some people in there that were trying to get their points and stuff like that. But other than that, it was good.
The one thing I wanted to make mention of, too, is Kylie Berry coming out early and knocking down pretty much 8 quick points early there in that, like you said, in that kind of first period during the subs when the subs came in to keep you guys right there in it, keep you guys right there with Methodist. I think that was just something that stuck out to me.
Yeah, well, she is. There's no ifs, buts, or maybes about it. She can shoot it, and but the problem was, and the reason she's not getting as much playing time at this moment, is she can shoot it, but she doesn't help us much on defense.
Yep.
Okay, but she is improving, and that's why she's getting some more playing time, and that's the whole thing. I don't want to have a one-dimensional type kid out there. Now, I can use her, but I don't want to use her. I want her to be part of the team, and when I turn around and say, go get some, I go look directly at her and say, go get Katie.
Yep.
Give her a breather. Okay, so that's what we're at right now, and it's been good. And like I said, I look at the minutes, and it's unbelievable that the least amount somebody played was 3 minutes. Okay, then we had 5, 8, 9, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people with double-digit minutes. Yep. And there's 3 of them that were, one was 9 minutes, one was 8. So we almost had 12 people, 13 people with double-digit minutes played.
And to me, that allows them to keep the energy level high, allows them to play at the pace that you want them to play at, and that's what wears teams down.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We don't have to press. We don't have to. We just got to play hard, keep going. If they make a bucket, get it out and go. And if they miss, get it out and go. That's what we're trying to do, and tonight was a very, very good sample of what we can do. I'm just hoping they buy into it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Second game of conference play tonight, 2-0 in the league in USA South play, 5-0 on the year. Good Averett University team coming in here on Sunday. Correct? Sunday, yes, Sunday the 10th.
Averett.
And, what are your expectations for that?
Well, same as this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like we watched film on Methodist and saw the stuff that they do and this and that. But when we had our shoot around, when I was talking to the players, it was basically, I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about you.
Yep.
If you guys do what we think you can do, if you come prepared and ready to go and you get after it from the beginning, we'll be fine.
Yes, sir.
And that's what we felt. I didn't even write anything on the board. My assistant wrote something up on the board. And he's like, "Is you gonna write anything?" "No, I'm good." And he wrote some stuff up there, and he said his little speech, and I said, my whole goal since here has been, I'm gonna focus on you guys. If you guys do what we think we can do, if you will give me the effort and everything, we'll be fine.
Yes, sir.
I don't have any problems.
It's the name of the game. Buy into live and die by your philosophies, and you get a group that buys into it. It's going to be a fun season.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you for your time, Coach. I'll get
Thank
back
you, buddy.
to
Appreciate it
Great
again.
job
Appreciate your extra time you put in to do this. It's good. I know I've had people say, man, it's good play-by-play and everything. So thank you very much.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, that'll do it for us here tonight in Haynes Gymnasium, the Madhouse on McGee Street. We'll be back on Sunday as the women's basketball program takes on Averett at 2 p.m. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to us and checking us out. And to all the students out there listening, good luck on finals starting tomorrow.